Current asset minus current liability is called working capital. Every businessman has to prepare a cash budget. There are two parties in a leasing. One is called the lessor, one is called the lessee. It's a private equity share given by the private company. Hello, my dear students. I am Dr. B.S. Subramania. Call by name Dr. B.S.S., Professor in Commerce and Management, Vidyashram, First Aid College, a Temple of Excellence. I'm inviting for the next session. We have got sixth semester is considered. I'm going to hand Financial Management to BCom and introduction class. So, there are in financial management, we have got two divisions, financial management 1 and financial management 2. In here, the basic concept we are going to read in the financial management 1. Here in the financial management 2, we are going to have a deep discussion about the financial management regarding the portfolio management, regarding the inventory management, regarding the working capital management. Very deeply we can do. So finance is the lifeblood of the business. So how to manage the finance is called financial management. We'll go with the syllabus and we discuss very deeply. It's introduction class. I will give the only just a clips of introduction. When you go for a problem, we'll go very deeply. Definitely it will be help for MCom, MBA, as CA is concerned. We move on to syllabus now. The syllabus goes like this. First is working capital management. Second is cash management. Number 3 is working capital financing. Number 4, venture capital. Number 5, shareholder value creation, international financial management. So we have got working capital management, cash management, working capital finance. So we'll go one by one now. So what is working capital? Types of working capital here. Factors, meaning of the working capital. I'm going to say, what is actually working capital is, working capital, I'll give you an idea. If Mr. X introduce about 10 lakh into the business, out of the 10 lakh, 7 lakh can be utilized for a good purpose in order to purchase land, in order to purchase building, in order to purchase the machinery. Remaining 3 lakh can be utilized for a day-to-day operation. Day-to-day operation is called what's called working capital. What is actually working capital? Current asset minus current liability is called working capital. And here, types of working capital. Say, what is a working capital? Current assets minus current liability is called to working capital. So the money which have been invested on land, on building, on machinery, we can say long term, we say. So there's a fixed capital, this only working capital. What is actually working capital, which can be held for day-to-day operation is considered. So current asset minus current liability is called working capital. Here the types of working capital is there. What are the types of working capital now? Here we have got two working types are there. One is called permanent working capital. Number 2, temporary working capital. Number 1, permanent working capital. Number 2, temporary working capital. Permanent working capital is those working capital which remain constant throughout the year. A temporary working capital one which fluctuates from one month to another month, change in asset, change in liability, all goes in the temporary working capital. And we can say also fluctuating working capital. So there are two types of working capital. One is called permanent working capital, another is called temporary working capital. Permanent working capital remain constant throughout the year, whereas temporary working capital flows from one month to another. There is a change in the current asset, change in the stock, change in the cash in hand, change in the work in progress, change in the creditor, change in the bills payable, fluctuation start. That's called the temporary working capital. Then here, the factor which influencing the working capital. Which are the factors which determine the working capital? So these are the, I have given only just 10 points, which is only for introduction class. When you go for a detail, we are going to give you about another 5 points for the examination point of view. First is nature of the business. which type of business we are doing is the most important today. What type of business is required? Whatever the article required by the customer, you have to supply. So the nature of business plays very, very important role, which gives the what's called day-to-day operation, whatever the working capital we have got. For day-to-day operation, the nature of the business you have to understand. That's the first point. Second one, scale of operation. So how much capital we require? Because there is a demand. When there is a demand, there is a competition. How much scale of operation you get? It is for 1 year, it is for 2 years, it is for 3 years. That we have to first we have to decide. We are in a position to, because no, here is a hard period. This is a corona period. No, the scale of operation is very, very difficult. You have to look after. Then length of operating cycle. Length of operating cycle means if the operating cycle goes to more number of years, no, I will tell you what is this operating cycle, then I will explain. What is operating? What's the length of the operating cycle you have to look after? If we see that this operating cycle, this is your operating cycle. It will start from the cash. We purchase the raw material. Raw material will go to the work in progress. Work in progress becomes finished goods. Then it becomes the sales. It may be cash or credit sales. So how it starts the this is your operating cycle. How its operating cycle start? It starts with the cash. We purchase the raw material. Then it will go to work in progress. Then it will come to finished goods. Then it will go to a sale. It may be cash sale or the credit sales are considered. Then once again we go back here. Assume that from cash to to purchase, you have taken about 20 days. Raw material will come into work in progress about 30 days. Work in progress to finished goods, another 40 days. So 20 plus 3, 30, 40. Another 30 days you have taken to make the sale. So operating cycle is 20 plus 30 plus 40 plus 30. Length. So 30 plus 30, 65, 120 days. This is your length of operating cycle. How many days you have taken? 120 days you are going to take. Then credit rapidity of turnover. You look after the turnover sale. More capital is required. Less sale, less capital is required. Regarding the credit policy is concerned, you must be very, very careful. When you made the sale, when the goods have been sold on the credit transaction, the particular customer becomes the debtor and he becomes the creditor. How many days you have given is most important. You are already available to them about 30 days. It may extend to 40 days. When in 40 days, your money will be backed for 40 days. Are you in a position, the company is in a position to sustain for 40 days? You have to understand that point. This is the credit policy. Then government regulation also plays an important, whatever the government policy is there, that also impact on the working capital is concerned. If we have got a good working, what's called government policy, definitely our working capital will be improved. Then profit level. If the profit level is most important, because you invest the money and every day you have got a working capital, if you get the profit, no, it's a boost to us, no, will increase our working capital. Then dividend policy. Dividend policy, how the dividend has been declared, a policy has been made so that every shareholder should get the dividend at the end of the year. Taxes. The taxes also plays an important role. If you have got more taxes to the government, so we have to face so many problems. Taxes also plays an important role in factor determining the working capital. Then depreciation policy. What is a depreciation policy? Every year you have to calculate the depreciation, either on the straight line method or on the diminishing balance method. When we calculate the depreciation, the value of the asset will come down. The production may go down because of the higher depreciation concern. So I have given only a hint. When you go for the problem, we'll go very detailedly about these factors are considered. Hope you understand this point. We'll move on to Unit 2. What is Unit 2? Cash management. one word is called cash budget. So every businessman has to prepare a cash budget. There are some, I will say in a budget, we have got a sales budget also there. We have got a flexible budget also there. We have got what's called sales, but we have got one cash budget, sales budget, flexible budget, even production budget is there. Budget is the probable income and expenditure of the coming year. Based on the last year, next year budget will be prepared. Here we are talking about the cash budget. This is the most. So cash is the major source of the business. You have to find out what are the inflows are, what are the outflows are. So the inflows of the companies are sale. When you make the cash sale, the cash is coming in. When you make the credit sale, we can collect the money after 1 month or two. It is collection from debtor. If we sell some of the asset, that's also a cash inflow. If you have got interest on investment, also cash inflow. What are the cash here? No? Inflows minus outflows, the balance you have got. If you have got 3 months like this, month A, first month April, May, June. First, cash inflows here minus cash outflows, deduct, this is closing balance. Here. Opening balance then. This closing balance becomes the opening balance for next year. Once again, we have got in May, this is the opening balance, we have got in June. Here, see that we start with like this, cash inflows, here opening balance of cash, then April, May, March, closing balance become opening balance for the next month, cash inflows minus cash outflows, balance the closing balance, it become opening balance for the next month. Once again, the inflows should be added, outflows should be deducted, the difference will come, then it will go to next month where you are going to a final budget come. So cash budget we are going to prepare to find out the how much cash available here now. Cash collection and how you collected the cash, how much you have disturbed the cash, how you collected the cash, how much you have dispersed and money. Option of investment. When you got the surplus funds, no, how to invest? Don't have the fund in your company only. Invest somewhere. Invest in the share. Invest in the what's called Bank of India, where you get the more interest is there. Don't keep the fund in the shop only, in the what's called in the factory only. Invest the fund in the proper way. This is called surplus of investment. Then come back to credit management, credit policy. So this plays a very, very important role for a business is considered. When you make the credit policy, you must be in the position, are you in a position to sustain so many days, so many months for the sake of the money is concerned. When you make the credit sale, in India, cash sales are less, credit sales are more here. So here you must have an idea when you make the credit policy, no? When you make the, are you in a position to sustain for so many days? If you have got to sustain, we can make the policy and credit evaluation. So find out who have got a power to pay back your money. First you have to find out, then you can apply, we can give the what's called the credit period to them. Then inventory management, nothing but stock management. Stock management, need of inventory. So you have got stock is very, very essential for the production as considered. Here, order of quantity, we say that when you order the stock, every company need to stock, what's called, have the stock at least for in a warehouse about the 3 months. The problem always raised, about 2 lakh or 3 lakh worth of the stock has been put in the warehouse, production is not taken place, mean your money will be locked somewhere in the warehouse to the extent of 3 months or 4 months because production is not taken place. So your money is blocked somewhere. Here, the most important point here, that word comes here, economic order quantity. How to order? According to demand, you have to order. That is definitely is there. But when you order, there was a demand. After the order, there may not be no demand at all. Then once again, when you go to a warehouse for production is considered, your what's called your stock will be blocked somewhere for 2 months or 3 months, or consider it has to be held out for 2 months or 3 months, your money will be blocked. So that time you are facing the problem of this cash collection. Then there is a word called economic order quantity. Is a economic order quantity. So when you order the quantity, economically it should be ordered such a way that there will be no more stock, no more less stock. Such a way you have to order. That's only intelligent move of the inventory management manager. He has to order such a way that there should be no more higher stock or lower stock, that she has to be made such a mind. So it can be calculated with the help of the formula 2AO divided by C. Here A is called annual consumption, O is called ordering quantity, C is carrying cost. While you are solving the problem, I am going to explain detailedly about this one is considered. Here there is one called ABC analysis. Here all the articles have been divided into 3 groups: Group A, Group B, Group C. Here what ABC means always better control. Here higher value, lower stock. Stock is less, value will be made. Here modern value, modern stock. Here see low value, high stock. And we are going to solve the problem about ABC in the future when you are going to take the problem is considered. Just I am giving the hint, always better control. Here higher value will be more, but stock will be less. Here modern value, modern stock. Here value will be low value, stock will be made. It's called the higher value. That's called the ABC analysis. So there is another one word called JIT. JIT means just in time. That is nothing but an inventory management. You have to order when they are required. Don't order either early, don't order either late. You must be ordering in such a time when they are in need of the stock, when they are in need of the raw material order. That is just in time. You must utilize this technique. JIT technique means you have to order in such a way that so that the production should not be stopped here and raw material should not be more also. That depends upon how economically order, what time you have to order. That's a way. When they are in need of inventory, you must order the quantity. The quantity should be ordered economically. Then you have to make the group A, B, C, higher value, lower quantity. Here, modern value, modern quantity. Last one, lower value, higher quantity is considered. We'll move on to next one. Working capital financing. So, we already told working capital regarding the finance. Leasing. When any asset has been leased, there are 2 parties in a leasing. One is called the lessor, one is called the lessee. Lessor is the owner, lessee is the tenant or the man who wants to buy that particular, not purchase, taking article for 2 years or 3 years. We can give the lease for 2 years or 3 years. Then here always know the purchase. We have got operating lease and financial leasing there. There are 2 types of lease. One is called lease means lending the house for a time of 4 years or 5 years. The particular person who is taking your house, your car, your machinery on the lease is called what's called lessee. The owner is called the lessor. The 2 parties are, one is the lessor, one is the lessee is considered here now. Here, lessee can utilize your particular asset for 2 years, 3 years, whatever. Then he has to return back. Then there are 2 types of lease. One is called operating lease and is called the financial lease. Operating lease are those lease which can have for only short time, only for 1 year. If they want, they can cancel that particular lease. But financial lease is for a long term, maybe 5 years or 10 years. He cannot cancel your what's called lease period is considered. The money will be blocked very somewhere. When you took the lease, no, we have got money, so much money. The money will be paid back after the lease period is over. Regarding the financial lease, regarding the operating lease, is a very short period, maybe 1 year or 2 years. Sometimes it's 1 year. He may cancel at any time. Is considered. Then you come back the word called hire purchase financing and hire purchase versus lease financing and installment. So there are two ways of financing. Either we can go on a lease or we can go on a hire purchase agreement. In a hire purchase agreement, there are two parties. One is the hire seller, another is called the hire purchaser. Hire purchaser will take your article, take your machinery for 2 years or 3 years or 5 years agreement. Every year he is paying the installment till the last installment is paid. Hire seller is the owner. Only difference is, no, in the leasing period, once the lease is given, he will act as a owner. But in the hire purchase system, he cannot act as owner because the rights lies with the hire seller till the last installment is paid. Regarding installment and hire purchase, what's the difference? No, here the rights of the asset lies with the hire seller till the last installment is paid. In the installment sale, it is not so. Once the down payment is over, automatically rights will be transferred to installment seller. The two parties are installment purchaser and installment seller. Automatically the right transfer from seller to the buyer. If the buyer does not pay any money at all, only the high installment seller go to a court of law and sue the installment purchaser. So here the point here, whether we can go on high purchase or whether we go on lease depends upon the capacity. Leasing means we have given the lease an article for 2 months, 3 months, 2 years, 3 years or 4 years, get back to your capital. Their capital can be utilized properly and pay back their capital after 5 years is considered as a leasing. So there are two types of lease. One is operating lease, another financial lease. Operating lease is only for the short period. Financial lease for a long period is considered. Or we can go with the hire purchase and installment. It's only an agreement between the hire seller and the hire purchaser. Hire seller is owner till the last installment is paid. Once the installment is paid, then only the asset will be transferred. In the installment system, it is not so. In the installment, once the down payment is made, automatically the asset will be transferred here. So when you evaluation of financing, whether to go on hire purchase, whether to go on installment, whether to go on lifetime. So in examination, they will ask one question about 15 marks against the hire purchase leasing or buying or leasing is considered. We'll go very detailedly when you're solving the problem. Then venture capital meaning. What is actually venture capital? It is a form of private equity financing provided by venture capital firm to start up early stage and give production to high growth. So it is nothing but say that private equity financing. There are two types of shares are there. One is called equity share, another is called the preference share. It's a private equity share given by the private company to grow the company at the beginning stage. He will give the share taking only by chance if the share value is 100, they may say to the particular owner, you start with that 10, you become a shareholder, you pay the money after some time. So he wants to say that your company should grow. That is why we say this word protection, the production for your high growth. They want to see that the growth of your company. Here the feature, development of venture capital in India, because of the privatization of this equity share capital, definitely the company will be developed. Regarding the government company and the private companies, private company is established in such a way that they see that there must be a protection for the private companies considered. They will give the share and see that the growth should be takes place. Then stages of venture capital, essential of business plan. They will prepare such a plan is there, where when to purchase, how to purchase, how many shares to be purchased, which way they have to purchase, all the plan will be done. Then the process of venture capital finance, method of venture destruction. So all this detail will be detailed when you are solving the problem. The major idea, private equity financing. This is private equity financing. So they will finance for the sake of the equity share you can purchase is a private financing. They want to see your growth is considered, that is your venture capital. We'll move on to next one. Shareholder value creation. Financial goals and strategy. What are the financial goals? And goals mean what are the aims? What is the strategy of that particular shareholder value creation? It is the financial worth owners of a business receives for owning shares in the company. An increase in the shareholder value is created when a company earns a return on investment capital. See that when you purchase the share, when the return on investment is more, automatically the share value will be grow up. Creation of the share value. You purchase the share. When you purchase the share, if the return on investment, your amount has been invested on the share. If the returns are more, automatically what will happen? No? So naturally, the company will also grow, and also you are enjoying the profit also. You purchase the share at rupees 100, assume 100. Now today's the purchase value is 150 rupees. You got a 50 rupees per share into number of shares you are going to get. So that will be shareholder value creation. So market value. So you have to see that what's the book value and what is going on. When you purchase is called, that is called book value. What is today's value in the market is called market values there. Then market to book value, a company, economically value added, whether it is better to purchase or not to better to purchase depends upon the stock exchange evolution is considered, because there is a demand, there may not be demand, depends upon the demand, better to purchase the share. Then balance, the learning and growth of prospective significant, all these will be dealt very, very detailedly when you are solving the problem. I am giving this is only an introduction class. I have given a hint. We'll go very detailedly about this. Venture capital is considered, how the share will be purchased, how the share economically will be added. All these will be dealt in detail while you are solving the problem. Then international financial management. Here, international financial management means what's called, we are selling the article from one country to another country is there. It's very, very difficult for us. You have to understand some of the things, the export procedure, you have to understand. Custom formalities, you have to understand. There are so many custom formalities there. You have to exchange. All the formalities should be followed. Because the point here, here, foreign exchange rate, you have to understand. What is the rate is available, that should be understand. Then spot stock exchange, when you have purchased the what's the exchange rate at this stage is available, in the future date is available. Then bid ask rate, you can bid the what's called the rate is there. They may say 20, they may say 80, that bidding is always there. Then forward exchange rates, what would have been the exchange rate is there. So you have to recover, because there are so many custom formalities there. One country is purchasing. I am an ex-man who is residing in India. I want to sell my article in Australia. I have to see that what is going on in Australia, what's the rate they have got for our currency is considered. Then foreign exchange rates. Here, transaction, we expose for transaction, we expose economically, we expose transaction. Transaction exposure is very difficult. We goods have been transferred, and also we do not know the particular party. Is very difficult. Only the belief is there, which is going on from one country to other country. So many custom formalities follow. All these should be taken into account. Here, this word called hedging of foreign exchange. Hedging means the financial what we have got. When they so far this business is considered, foreign currency option exchange risk is there. Hedging of foreign risk always there. So you may get the profit, we may not get the profit. We do not know the party at all. But only on the oral agreement, on the phone agreement, the agreement has been taken place here. Only we can't see the particular party. But also international business, when you do the international, definitely there is a profit. But you must be very careful about the exchange rate. You have exposed. There is so many risks there. The risk we have got. All these will be dealt when you are going for the problem is considered. Just I am giving the hint, what is only international market. When you go for the problem, we see that what are the risks we have followed, what are the things to be made, what do you mean by bid ask rate. Everything will be explained when you are solving the problem. Sixth one, international financial management, money market operation, financial international. So money market operation, no, money market operation in such a way that how it flows. There are two market we have got. One is called capital market and it's called the money market operation there, no. So once a money market, no, one is long term, one is called the short term, one is the long term claim, one is the short term claims are there. International financial management is also known as international finance, is the management of finance in an international business environment, trading and making money through foreign exchange. So international management is such a way that we are making the trading from one country to another country, exchange of the currency, everything you have to deal with you. That money market operation is most important. What is going on in the market that you have to understand. According to the market condition, you have to put the money, you have to flow. Inflows and outflows, we say. When the cash is coming in, it's called the cash inflow. When the cash is going out, it's called the cash outflows are considered. Money market operation is going on from one country to another because it is a international financial management. We are dealing with the finance only, very important. Finance is the lifeblood of the business. You must be very, very careful while financing the international financial operation is considered. So, environment, making trading and making money through foreign exchange currency only. Only foreign exchange currency only, we are making the money. So that is called international financial management. Regarding the currency is considered, I am going to explain in detail when you are solving the problem. Hope you understand this. I'm just touch the subject. When you go to the classroom, when you have got in the next session, when you are discussing about the problem, I'm going to deal very detailedly about all these items are considered. This is the internal portion which you have got. First, internal working capital management and cash management will come problems. Working capital financing, venture capital financing. This is for second internal. Shareholder value creation, international financial management. We have followed the three internals now. Here now, the paper pattern is now. You have to attend are the three internal. Average of the two internal will be taken into consideration. Then the question paper pattern is section A. Here now, you have to answer any 4 questions out of 6, each carrying 5 marks, 20 marks. Part B, you have to answer any 3 questions out of 5, each carrying 10 marks. Out of 4, you have to answer any 2, each carrying 15 marks. 30, totally 80 marks coverage is there. You have to score 30% of 80 means 24 is essential, another 16 for internal. So internal is a must, internal is a must. Paper minimum is 30% of 80 is 24. You must be 30% of 80 is 24. You have to score that. Don't neglect the internal. Internal is a must. You will take the average of the 2 internals. We conduct the 3 internal. Paper minimum 30% of 80 is 24. Regarding the problems are concerned, we'll go detailedly in the next session is considered. And also regarding the books are considered. If you want to read the books, no, refer the book, no. Financial Management by I.M. Pandey, Financial Management Kannan Jain, Financial Management Ravi Kishore, all the 3 very good books are available. So if you want, you can refer the books. Regarding this, I have given only introduction class and hint. When you go for the next session, we'll go with the problem very detailedly and we say what is actually working capital, what is your cash budget, what is your inventory management, what is international management, how to finance, how the international currency has been applied. Everything will be detailed, very detailedly in the next session. Till then, goodbye. Thank you once again. We'll meet in the next session with a problem.